Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video and Saturday morning update on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full update on Bitcoin. We're going to obviously also talk about the Bybit hack from yesterday. I will also make a full video just talking about what happened, talking about what's going on, and whether I still think that Bybit is safe. Bybit is the exchange I use the most, and the exchange I have always promoted as well, because I think it's an amazing exchange, and I also do think they will still survive, but more on that later. But what that caused yesterday is that we failed to break above 99,000, right? I mean, we did have a move into 99,500, but what I expected yesterday is that we would still see a bigger move into 100,000, into 101,000 before ultimately dropping back down towards 95,000, because it was to be expected that we would retrace again. I mean, what we saw already yesterday is that the volume was going up, but the volume was still relatively low. Volume right now is better, of course, because of all the trading and the selling in this case, but outside of that, leverage was quite high. So it was expected that we would retrace already. And honestly, and I mean, there's no way to accurately kind of determine this, but I do think that we would have gotten up to 100 and 101,000 before dropping down if the Bybit event did not happen. Now, what we also saw yesterday outside of the Bybit hack is that the stock markets closed relatively weak as well. You can see that right here. They started to fall around, well, basically with the US opening right here. So ultimately, this would have provided bearish momentum for crypto as well, for Bitcoin as well. So that retrace was coming, but especially during like kind of the first hour of the US opening, was quite a lot of bullish momentum, and leverage was still coming in. I mean, you can see right here the Coinbase Bitcoin premium was also still relatively high right here after the US opening. But after that, obviously, we started getting those reports of the Bybit hack quite early already. I'm not sure when exactly I saw the first post by Zach XBT on Telegram, but it was quite early. And then after that, price started falling down, and then the stock market also fell. So it's those two things that really caused all of the bearish pressure for Bitcoin. And you can see that right here as well, right? I'll have to check it out real quick when the text actually came out first. So yeah, so the text came at 4:20, so you can see that's no pun intended, but that's right here, all right, and that's where you saw the massive selling going on. That continued. All those leverage long orders that had been opened were closed off. We dropped down to the intra range at 95,000, and that's where we're holding right now. And now you can also see a constant stream of positions being closed, but it's much less than yesterday. And in general, I expect more volatility, or I expect more stability, excuse me, not volatility. So I think Bitcoin will remain stable here. Now, to be honest, there still is a bit of uncertainty regarding the Bybit situation. There are voices saying that Bybit is going under, and who knows? I don't know. I personally don't think so. If I take a look at their reserves and the profits that I expect them to have made. But ultimately, for Bitcoin, what I think is most likely is that we'll just remain stable here on top of 95,000. And I would say, I mean, there's no, like, if we take a look at other fundamentals, like the dollar strength index is still weak. Right here, the stock market is still bullish. So getting some sort of a retracement is actually not that bad. So we'll get back to this tomorrow, and we'll talk about the situation then, and if the Bybit situation has developed over that time. But I think the fundamentals actually still look quite good to get a move up higher. But more on that later. For now, I expect stability, and I expect this intra-range. And what I mean with that is that you have this bigger range, and then the range which we have been in is kind of right here, right? So I expect that to hold for now, but I'll keep you updated on that. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Take care, and bye.